the night kolel, we learned that there is a very interesting story in the Gemara in Masechet Shabbat in Daf Mem Amud Bet. Gemara says that one time Rebbe went with the Rabbi Yitzchak to the bathhouse. Rabbi Yitzchak wanted to help Rebbe to warm up the oil. When a person goes and does chesed with the rabbi, he gets a big zechut for that. So the Rabbi Yitzchak went with Rabbi Yehuda Nasi, to the bathhouse. Now, after Rebbe went to the bathhouse, back in the day, a person was allowed to go to the bathhouse on Shabbat. Nowadays, we're not allowed to because Hachamim saw that there was problems with that, and they made Gezerat HaBalanim, it's called. They didn't allow it anymore. But originally, it was allowed. Rebbe went before the Gezerah happened. Now, he goes inside the hot tub, the ambatya, and back in the day, how was the ambatya? They used to put coals underneath the tub, so the tub used to be hot. That used to be back in the day. So it says right now the tub has the status of halacha of kli rishon, because it was hot directly from the fire, from the coals. It says Rabbi Yitzchak wanted to take a bottle of oil and to warm up that oil for Rebbe after he comes out of the tub. It should not be a cold oil. If the oil would be cold and the body is hot, it's not so comfortable. So Rabbi Yitzchak wanted to do chesed to the rabbi. He goes and he wants to put the bottle of oil inside the hot tub. Rebbe stops him and he says, don't do that. Why? It's going to cook the oil. If you're going to put that bottle of oil inside the kli rishon mevashel, you're going to cook it. Oil to cook on Shabbat is not allowed to. So Rabbi Yitzchak said, from there I learned that kli rishon is cooking even oil. And second thing I learned is Rebbe told him, what should I do? Rabbi Yitzchak said. Rebbe told him, take a cup, tol bekli sheni veten. Take a cup, empty cup, put inside the tub, take water out of there. Now the water over there is going to be hot, but the heat level of that, it's kli sheni. It's the second vessel. It's not kli rishon. Says the Gemara, from here we learn that kli rishon is cooking, but kli sheni, the second one, does not cook. Because of that, says Rav Ovadia Yosef, a person is allowed to make coffee on Shabbat. Here is the samavar, the kettle. He wants to make coffee, he puts the powder of the coffee, he puts the sugar, directly from samavar, he is allowed to pour water on this coffee, on this sugar, because the sugar is already cooked. The coffee is already roasted or cooked, so there is no cooking after cooking. Says now, after that, he wants to put in this hot coffee, he wants to put cold milk. Now, question is, we hold that there is cooking after cooking by liquid. So even though the milk was already cooked once, if you're going to put that cold milk on top of this hot coffee, what's that hot coffee is going to do? It's going to warm up the milk. So maybe it's a problem of cooking. We said there is cooking after cooking by liquids. You're not allowed to reheat soup. So maybe I will not be allowed to add that milk inside the hot coffee. Says Rav Ovadia, what did we learn from this Gemara? We learned from this Gemara, what did Rebbe told to Rabbi Yitzchak? Put in kli sheni, and then you're allowed to put the oil inside there. Take water in the kli sheni, even though the water is very hot. And then you're going to put the cold oil inside the hot cup. So what do we see from here, says Rav Ovadia? When you put liquid inside the hot cup, since that hot cup was not on the fire, the tub was on the fire, or the samavar or the kettle is on the fire. The cup was not on the fire. Since the cup was not on the fire, the status of it is kli sheni. And kli sheni does not cook even though the end result is very hot. That's why, says Rav Ovadia, a person is allowed to take cold milk from the refrigerator and put it directly on his hot coffee on Shabbat. Because the hot coffee, it's kli sheni, and kli sheni does not have the power to cook.